Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, happy Tuesday, everyone, as we get you out the door with a look at your weather headlines. High pressure, that's the big story for us as we go throughout this election day, which means some fantastic weather. No reason not to get out to the polls, at least in terms of the weather, as it will cooperate for us. But we are tracking our next cold front that will make its way into the region as we get towards your Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Now, this is not going to affect everyone. In fact, it's going to really be confined primarily to northern Utah, but there we could see at least a chance of a couple of isolated to scattered showers moving across the area. I'll time that out for you here in just a few moments. High pressure sitting over the Four Corners right now. We know when that high pressure sits there, it starts to switch the winds out of the south and west, and that is pumping in some milder conditions out there for us. So we're seeing our temperatures definitely warmer than where they have been the past several mornings. In fact, across northern Utah, we've got temperatures some 10 to 15 degrees warmer than yesterday at this time. In fact, you notice that big number around Logan. Remember, Logan was in the mid-20s yesterday morning at this time. This morning with that southwesterly flow, you're in the low 40s out there. We still have low 50s here along the Wasatch Front with some 30s over towards the Heber Valley. We've got temperatures in the 40s here as you get down towards Utah County. Notice southeastern Utah, that's where we have some of the cooler temperatures at. So our friends over in Castle Country, as you get from Price down towards Green River, Moab, temperatures flirting with the freezing mark, and that stretches up towards Vernal. So this is where the coldest area is, but you can see that warmer air trying to build in from the south and west there, and that's what we're going to be experiencing as we go throughout the day, a warm flow of air moving in. So your election day forecast, again, as I mentioned, we're not worried about any rain chance moving through the day, so temperatures will be very comfortable because of that. We're not really worried about wind. We're not really worried about the temperatures themselves, as they're going to be very nice, going from the 50s for most of us into the 60s as we progress throughout the day. But again, lots of sunshine, a couple of clouds here and there, but the weather is looking fantastic for us as we go throughout our Tuesday. Whether you're going out to vote or you're just going out to get out in nature, the weather should cooperate for us pretty nicely out there. Upper 60s to near 70 across northern Utah, 60s and 70s across central Utah, and then you get down towards lower Washington County. We're looking at those high temperatures climbing into the upper 70s. We are tracking some changes, though, so let's walk you through the forecast here over the next few days of the Futurecast, because we've got sunshine. That's the main thing with that high pressure in charge for us as we go throughout the rest of your Tuesday. As you go into your Wednesday, we're going to get stuck between high pressure and that approaching low pressure, so that gives us that wind gradient, and that means we're going to see those winds picking up out of the south and west ahead of our next storm system that starts to bring us some showers. It's going to be a band of showers that's going to develop. And again, this will start in Cache Valley and slowly ooze down into the Ogden Valley and the Wasatch Front here. But notice, this is at 3 a.m. on Thursday. So overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning, that's when we'll see that chance of rain, the best chance moving on through. A couple of lingering showers along the Wasatch Front early Thursday morning. Notice a few snow showers potentially in the Wasatch back, but it's not going to amount to much. And then high pressure builds in and we dry things out as we go throughout the day Thursday. As I mentioned, don't expect a lot of precipitation from this event. We're talking maybe up to 1/10 of an inch along the I-15 corridor. You get up towards the Bear River range, that's where you could see maybe 1/10 of an inch, potentially up to 1/4 of an inch. But most of us will not see that much. Either way, I still see some signs of a wetter, more active weather pattern moving into the area as we get towards the middle of the month and beyond. So it looks like we're going to have to wait till then before we see any significant storm systems moving in. St. George, upper 70s with sunshine for your election day, upper 70s for your Wednesday, and then we drop it into the low 70s for the end of the week, but I see a lot of sunshine. The Wasatch Front, upper 60s to low 70s Tuesday into Wednesday. A few more clouds with those winds picking up on your Wednesday. And then there you see Wednesday night into Thursday morning, those isolated showers. We go from 71 on Wednesday to only in the mid-50s for your Thursday. All right, let's get a check on the roads out there for you as you get ready to make your way out on this Tuesday morning commute here. Looks like we're watching a little bit of an accident or an incident that has taken place here. This is I-15 northbound at the 6900 block here. And you can see here we've got traffic that's been reduced down to one lane, the far left lane. The right two lanes now seem to be blocked off there as they continue to work on that incident there. So if your travels take you through that area, it doesn't look like we're seeing any major backups, but just something to be aware of if you're going to be traveling through there. Otherwise, as we take a look here at I-15 northbound in the Sandy area, you can see we're starting to see our typical morning congestion taking place here. No major backups, but obviously in this area we'll see more traffic and that'll lead to more slowdown. So keep that in mind throughout the day. Let's look at your traffic and weather. Now let's send it back over to Matt.